So Nadal facing a huge challenge now in the early stages of this second set. So can he respond to the loss of the first? Much better. There's the early ball. There's the combination that left-handers love to use against us righties. The slider out wide opens up the court nicely, gives you options on the first ground stroke of the rally.
That's exactly what you spoke about again. With the surface being a little slower, it enables Federer to get around the ball and hit his forehand a little bit more often. There's the intentions on the second serve, excuse me. Getting as much slide as he would like out of the second serve as Nadal, so Federer's aware of it.
Of course, Federer's fans sensing that this is another half chance here. He's got Nadal on the ropes.
This will be the perfect start in set number 2. Talk about setting the tone early on again.
fabulous forehands from Federer mean that he now leads by a set and a break. What a start to this second set.
That's double digits now as far as the winners are concerned from that particular wing. But it's been an interesting comparison when we see how well he played last year, and in particular how well he served. Look how the grouping out wide on the deuce court. Didn't lose a single point when he served out wide to Rafa's backhand in last year's final, and it's a similar sort of scenario again today. The serve has been exceptional again. He's been going with that serve out wide on the deuce court. It's paid him so many dividends, so many free points, and in fact he's only lost 1 point when going with that serve. He's been exemplary when serving to the deuce court. And of course, every time you start a game 15 love up, it's so good for your psyche, isn't it?
15 love.
And when that slider out wide is so effective, then you can bring the variation up the tee, as he did there, and it's even more effective.
Yeah, and you don't even have to hit it that close to the line, because you know he has to lean to cover the one out wide to the backhand.
Royalty this evening, both on and off the course. Served exceptionally well right from the very start this evening. The rhythm's been there. The variation, the game plan behind the serve has been outstanding. He's been able to play the match on his own terms. It always helps in determining the outcome. The question is, will there be a response from Nadal? We're used to seeing one. Indoors, of course, it's a little more difficult, especially when he's a little short of match practice. As far as Federer is concerned, we've seen him hit some beautiful forehands. Look at the backhand. Again, it's the depth that does the damage. And that's the shot that he can't hit against Nadal on clay, because he can't move forwards and take the ball on the rise. He's not sure of the bounce. He's battling the elements. It's much more difficult. The Nadal forehand is bouncing a lot higher. Better pass, took the ball nice and early. Had to be good though. There's nothing wrong with the play from Federer. Old school, dropped it nice and short, stayed low as a result. And Nadal got down underneath the ball and brushed up the back of it with the wrists.
Yeah, he needs more points like that just to get the juices flowing. You can see him, he's so good at trying to use those small little nuggets to motivate himself, get himself jacked up. It's the wrong approach shot for Nadal, especially given that he comes around his forehand so much. His forehand approach is always going to be coming towards the center of the court.
15-30.
It's going to be easy for Federer to get his racket around that one.
Just love the way that Federer just drew Nadal into the net there. It's so nice to be in control of the ball. It's not all about pace. It's about knowing and understanding what you want to do with it. How are you going to outmaneuver your opponent and open up the court?
Yeah, he's always thinking 1 or 2 shots ahead, isn't he?
He's just able to control these rallies relatively easily at the moment. He's taking the ball early. The patterns of play that he wants to use have been highly effective. And there's been no response at all so far from Nadal. He simply hasn't been allowed to play his best tennis this evening. That'll do it, surely. Very few players in the history of our sport have been able to come back against Federer when they've been down a set and a double break. Can Nadal this evening? That's the question.